Hey everyone, here to showcase a new Ruel, Mithrala, Ramen, and possibly Yumiko meta. Now I've showcased, I'm one of the few people that actually use Ruel at Plat Reset. And I love Ruel. Here's a Stone Skin Ruel, 6.7k attack, 250, 60 crit damage kind of Ruel. So we open, locked out their skills. Um, that increased accuracy was meant to come first, but their hedgy A1 kind of turned me down a bit. So put down the hex. Okay. Immediately nullifies their Candra. Doesn't really matter. Probably put it on the hedgy one. And then look at this. It's not great damage, but it's good damage, right? It's a damage that allows you to control the fight because Hex reduces their speed, reduces their resistance. This is a Ruel passive, right? Increases Ruel's damage. And Ruel has a self-buffing kind of like turn meter, even if we don't use Kimi here. So between Kimi, Ruel, and Yumiko, we get a pretty good control of the situation. So we're going to do, this is really good against slow teams, right? Slow teams, even with some resist, even with a bit of cleanse, this is pretty good. This team here clearly has some resistance. We need to remove any potential buffs put on by Siphi. So let's see, so Siphi goes first. Well, they should have removed buffs. That's not the right move. They didn't program that right, and therefore we get to remove all their buffs. We need to put Hex on all of them with increased accuracy on a Mithrala. That's pretty much guaranteed. Then okay, so let's have a look at any other ones. Yeah, that's a similar kind of high-ish resist team. We don't need to remove any block debuffs, so all we need to do is increase accuracy, lock out their skills, put Hex on. Okay, Hex. We didn't kind of remove their Stone Skin. That's fine. If everyone's dead apart from a Mithrala, I think we can manage it. Here we can remove Freeze. We can either go for Nuke or we can, increase turn. It doesn't really matter. Thing is, for this kind of team, you have really good control because Ruel's passive controls the situation. You have 2 increased accuracy, so when Kimi's increased accuracy dies out, like here, Ruel could use A3 for increased accuracy and puts Veil on himself so that he doesn't get counter-attacked by somebody and doesn't get A1 by Siphi. So it's a pretty, versatile team. You have to think of it, but it's pretty versatile. To show you the champions, this is Yumiko, 313, 663 accuracy. I like this to be 10 speed faster and 20-30 accuracy higher. My perception gear rolls are some of the worst. So they usually have just like double speed, single accuracy. Double speed, double accuracy is probably one of my better pieces. Triple speed, just triple speed with no accuracy. Only double speed on chests, and only double accuracy on boots. So pretty bad, to be honest. My Stone Skin's better. So 257, 6 something, Kimi, immunity. I'll show you my change Ruel build in a minute. It used to be 100% crit rate, but I changed it to 80% crit rate because Ruel has a 20% crit passive. If we start using the passive, I think increased accuracy is probably not the passive I want. Increased crit rate is more valuable for me because damage is quite low for this kind of build. And then it's pretty cool. And the passive also works well with Hex, right, by Mithrala. So Hex by Ruel, Hex by Mithrala added together with Hex by Yumiko added together, I think is a fantastic combination. Then you got 3 Hex places out of 4. and they all have well, Yumiko has a passive for Hex. Mithrala indeed, I think, has a passive for Hex on Petrification, and then Ruel has a passive that is all about Hex, reducing the speed, the healing, everything. So combined together, they do quite decent control. I think there's probably a lot of variations to this build, but at the heart of it, you need Mithrala, you need Ruel. I feel like you do need to remove debuffs, and remove enemy buffs, because you don't want your Hex to be blocked. So you need like, I think Ramen makes total sense. I think Kaima, Madame would fit into here, definitely. That's it. Hope you enjoy this very short Ruel showcase. Hope more of you start using Ruel. Over and out.